You know, when I first got to Cheyenne, I just loved the mystique of the West. You know, growing up in New Jersey, you think about horses and cowboys and cowgirls and the Wild West. I met a gentleman, Richard Mincer. He was an attorney, and he had gotten here from Tennessee. And we got talking, we became friends, and he was part of the DDA. And the DDA had this special Smoke and Spurs project, and trying to get a barbecue together and try to get a band and things like that. So we were able to get Molly Hatchet and Atlanta Rhythm Section, another rock band, and then the Cheyenne Symphony Orchestra. So we had 3 different events, and this is in the mid to late 90s. And it was just so much fun. I thought to myself, I want to do that. I've been doing that my whole life. Even as a young kid, I would do some volunteering. So that's part of my nature. I just enjoy doing it and helping people. So I joined Leadership Cheyenne, and I got to meet about 25 really neat people. Still friends with a lot of them today. Matter of fact, one of my classmates was Patrick Collins, our current mayor. So we still stay in touch. You know, I think the one that it really means a lot to me is the honor flight. I was able to go on the board. Gus Fleischle came to me and he went into my office and said, "Tom, I just went on a charter flight for honor flight in northern Colorado. We've got to start a chapter here in Wyoming." And I said, "Gus, what do you need? I'm in. Whatever you need, I can help you." He said, "Well, we need some board members." And I said, "Okay, I will be happy to do that." And it's really personal to me because my father was a B-29 pilot. As a matter of fact, quick little story. My father was stationed in Saipan. He was a B-29 pilot, and another pilot in his squadron. They made a pact that if either one of them should die, they would name their first son after the other. So his name was Thomas Wilkinson, and he died. His plane got shot down. He died. So when I was born, I'm Thomas Wilkinson Bass. He is from Texas. And when I was born, my dad wrote to Mrs. Wilkinson, his mom, saying, "We've got a new baby. His name is Thomas Wilkinson Bass." And she sent his ID bracelet, which I still have today. So World War II, when it comes to that, I got a soft spot in my heart for that. We got 650 Wyoming veterans, World War II veterans. We chartered jets. We had 6 trips. We would have mail call. We'd tell the spouses and the kids and grandkids to write a little note, and we would hand it out, and they would start reading their letters, and they would start tearing up, and I would start tearing up. It was just real special. And they would get to see all the different memorials. The World War II memorial wasn't completed till 2004. So at that time, a lot of these veterans were in their 80s. So we wanted to make sure that we got them all out there. They didn't have to pay a dime. We raised all the money. We chartered the jets. So the jet was just for our trip. And then we had huge buses that would take them around to the different memorials. So that was that was probably my favorite board that I was on. My father passed away in 91, so he was not able to see the final memorial. So to me, it was kind of like getting my dad to get him to see it. So it was very special to me. My mom and dad both volunteered. They were in New Jersey, and I grew up in New Jersey. But I got out here as soon as I could, and I was able to see what they did and the difference that they made in my hometown. Yeah, I think as a kid, you see your parents doing things like that, and it's very important to improve our community. Cheyenne is my home. Cheyenne is my home. I love Cheyenne. To me, it's very humbling. I know a lot of the people that have gotten this before me, some amazing people, Mike McGee, Greg Dykman, Ron Jeffrey, Dixie Roberts, and there's some great people. So I'm just honored to be in that circle of people, and it's, to me, very humbling, and I'm very honored.